Okay, here's how to play Tony Iommi solo for Neon Nights. E minor, mostly E minor pentatonic, a little bit of E natural minor scale or Aeolian, if you go that way. Here goes. Here's the first lick. Basically, it's just pretty simple stuff. You bend that E note. Tony Iommi has a really interesting style of vibrato. I think it has something to do with his fake fingertips. It's really fast and almost, for lack of a better word, kind of spastic, not in a bad way, but it's a little fast. So we have a little flatten out your finger right there. Hammer on. Then back to here, to the G note. All pentatonic stuff. So all together, that right there is. Then you have this other descending minor pentatonic lick. One more time. Slide, slide, slide. So what we got so far is now we're going to walk up this little position right here of the E minor pentatonic, E natural minor scale. So it goes so you have that. So then you have this little pentatonic, then up to the 17th fret, bend full step, with more of that fast vibrato. I listened to this part really carefully. It sounds like he's got a little hammer on in there. This is all just muscle memory stuff. I'm pretty sure Mr. Iommi's not thinking about this. It's just what's programmed into his hands. Kind of like Eddie Van Halen. He can pull off all that crazy stuff. Takes a little while to get used to, but for him it's second nature. So what we have is one more time. The next lick. One more time. Puts a little bend on that. Almost a blues bend, even though it's still minor. You can get away with that sometimes. So you got blues scale. Back to that Aeolian natural minor. Now this part, I'm pretty sure is exactly note for note. It was a little different than the other instructionals and covers I've seen, or tabs, but it's pretty much the same. There's a couple little slight different notes I heard differently. Anyway. So that's a fast lick. That right there. signs off on that F sharp note. And other tabs I've seen, it's such a minor detail. It says to start that lick with the G. I hear it as the F sharp. And over the chord it's over, it gives it more of a modal sound, for lack of a better word. It doesn't sound like straight pentatonic. And he's on and off that note so fast you really don't even hear it. His pull-offs are really interesting. They're really like a flick. It's not like a... It's more like a... So you almost barely hear that first note. But I slowed it way down. Almost positive it starts on an F sharp, but it sounds cool if you want to start with the G. So it goes... This is one of his faster, spazzier licks, for lack of a better word, but it's a cool part of his style. One more time. Now you notice that first, like I said, it's like a flick. It's not like the rest of the hammer-ons and pull-offs. You got a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. Kick, pull-off, quick pull-off. Hammer-on. By the way, I'll try to put up some tabs or something. Might not be up there right away as of the posting of this video, but I'll try to get something up there soon. So one more time. That lick. Like I said one more time, it's total muscle memory. So you really have to practice that to get that fast. It's total. I'm pretty sure Tony Iommi's not thinking about that at all. That's probably just in his nervous system. So it's not real patternistic. A lot of shredder guitar players these days are all about all this pattern stuff, all this up and down stuff that's really linear. Even though this is still simple pentatonic stuff, it's not adhering to a strict pattern. So it might be a little tricky for some people to get down note for note. I always notice when I see cover bands ever attempt this, they seem to go off and do their own thing for this part. So, but this is the lick note for note. And then it goes. Oops, one more time. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Hammer, pull off, hammer, pull off, hammer. One more time. The tabs I've seen go to that G note. I'm only hearing the F sharp, giving it kind of that, that natural minor, that second or 9, depending on what school of thought you're in. That E note, F sharp note over E. I'm pretty sure the first one of these is a bend. So next part. Then you have more of those flick pull-offs. There's 3 of them. Then he goes. One more time. Then we do a couple more of those. So that's the whole thing. So I'll play it like 75% of the speed of the song. Here's the whole solo. Excuse me. that.